lucky, very lucky to have that happen, and very appreciative of it.
How's your shoulder?
It's good. It's getting there. Obviously, a few days out of surgery, it's not the best thing in the world, but you can deal with the pain. It'll subside after a few days.
What was it? Did you get any kind of idea of how the surgery went or the recovery?
It went very well. Said that it's going to be about a 3-month recovery before I can really use it. But with that recovery, I'll be able to train in other ways, with my feet, running after a month. Just a month of immobilization, and then after that month, I can start, leg pressing, running, biking, all that, and working my way up to that 3-month, and then do pretty much anything.
Jake, can you take us through the week leading up to Baylor and how it, I'm going to play, I'm not going to play, that kind of thing played out chronologically?
It's a pretty crazy week. Monday I went in. Well, I'll take you back to the game, the Oklahoma State game. It popped out a couple times, and I knew right then that it was probably pretty bad, just judging by how I couldn't move it. And the same feeling that I had after the Baylor game the year before. Then was going in for MRI and CT scan and X-rays on Monday. Just basically what I had thought it was going to be. Then followed by we're going to have surgery on Tuesday, get it done with as soon as possible, and out of the way, and kind of go on an upward approach at attacking this thing aggressively. Then we decided that we'll ask around, do the right thing maybe, and then we found out we'll move the surgery to Friday and go meet with some other people, specialists, all that. And so the plan was Wednesday night, which is my birthday, have the surgery Friday, go to Chicago on Thursday and have it on Friday, and then got moved to Monday. And once that happened, I said, "Hey, doctor, you think I could play? You think I could play on Saturday?" He's basically just said that you could. I don't know how effective you're going to be, or if you're going to be able to even deal with it, because you're going to have the surgery on Monday, and that surgery you can't have any type of the shot that is commonly referred to in the football world, or ibuprofen or anything like that. You can go out there, and if you can deal with it, then that's fine. Since there's such a short time before surgery, it'll be like basically getting the surgery on Saturday, dealing with that type of pain going into Monday.
How much, Jake, was this? How much did you talk about your future in football in terms of you're going to have the NFL Combine and things coming up? Take us through that, the discussions you had, and how much that was the decision as far as surgery and things like that.
Well, it was pretty much recommended by the doctor that I get the surgery quick, and so I knew that was going to be the case. But then you can start looking into, after the doctors kind of gave me what he thinks best, looking at what I could do possibly combine-wise, pro day-wise, and talk to our strength coach and Coach Rose and what they thought about all that. And basically, with this type of injury, I could be back and for combine and pro day and all that. I'll worry about all that more after the season and after I've rehabbed and done all that, and after I've done my part to help Iowa State here. But probably won't bench at the combine just to be safe. Maybe at pro day since it's a month later. But really just focus on speed work and all that, which is the most important anyways.
Jake, can you talk about, Coach didn't rule us out, but based on the recovery timeline, does that rule you out for a possible bowl game if Iowa State qualifies?
Well, judging by, what they had to do and everything, I'd say as of right now, yeah, it'd probably end up ruling me out just to be safe. But, if something crazy happened and recovered in a way that, was unheard of, then I could possibly make it back. But right now, I wouldn't say that it's a distinct possibility.
So what do you see your role with the team the rest of the way? Do you put on your assistant coach's hat, and what do you do in terms of helping the team? You mentioned that.
Well, I told Coach Burnham I'll be the assistant linebackers coach. They already have a GA and all that, so I'm going to do whatever I can to, lead, motivate the guys on a player's level, rather than having that coach, player, kind of block. I guess I could kind of be the translator there. If, have a guy with them at all times, instead of having one coach focus on 9 guys in a position group, I can take one guy aside that maybe doesn't get it quite as much and, put it in players' terms, and maybe that helps them out a little bit, just to hear from a different angle. And, also on game days, and just getting guys ready the way that they need to get ready, and doing whatever I can, whether it's getting a guy a bottle of water or, watching film with them for 2 extra hours.
As you look back now, how much pain were you in during the game?
Well, I went into the game kind of knowing that it was going to be my last, and that I wasn't going to have any help from drugs or medicine or anything like that. And I knew that, hey, I can block this out. I'm mentally strong enough to block this out. And I told Coach Rose before the game that I'm not going to let this affect me. Like, you're not going to have to pull me out of the game because it hurts so bad, because it's not going to hurt. I'm not going to let it, I'm not going to let it affect me mentally out on the field or anything like that. But I told him if he thought it was affecting me or hurting the team in any way at all, to pull me out. And, I wasn't too proud to get pulled out.
Jake,
How did your parents take the idea that you were going to play with this severe injury?
I think they were comforted from the fact that the doctor, said it was okay to be able to do this one last time, as long as the surgery stayed on Monday. But they also were probably happy because they knew how happy it made me. So it meant a lot to me that they were excited for me.
Jake, what Coach called it a tear. Can you just tell us what was the exact injury?
I don't want to go into too much detail with it, but it was a couple different things, and I'll just leave it at that.
Jake, how emotional has this been? And the thought of, you've played your last game as a Cyclone, the improbable journey here, and all that stuff. How emotional has it been with teammates and coaches and everybody else?
Well, it's been extremely emotional, I guess you could say. It's been a long journey since day one. Second. As I'm sitting here, all these things are running through my mind. Of all, some tough times, some great times, but I'm extremely lucky. Even if it got ended short, I'm very, very lucky.
Jake, what did it mean to you? I know afterwards in the locker room, the team seemed to fight strong. Pretty much the entire team said something to you. What did that mean to you to see your teammates kind of do all that to you after the game?
It meant the world to me to see that. I had affected some guys in ways that I had no idea. You don't realize how much saying hi to a guy every day means to him when they come and tell you that. It means a lot.
How did AJ take the news?
We're like brothers, so it's tough for him.
These guys, though, the goals are there for them. You're going to help them any way you can. Where do you see them going from here this season?
I think we're gonna have a good season, and I think that me being out gives other guys a lot of opportunity, and gives guys a different role with the team maybe, and especially with me, a different role. And I think we're gonna be able to mesh those types of things, and I hope we get this win number 6 out of the way, and then we focus on getting the rest of the wins, and that starts here against Oklahoma, and I think we have the team to be able to do that.
Who are some of the people who've reached out to you, whether it be other coaches in the Big 12 or in-state, or who are some of the people who've kind of reached out to you in this point?
just any Iowa State fan or anything like that, I mean, it's amazing how much support that I didn't even realize I had behind me. The emails, the letters, the texts, the calls. I mean, I read every single one of them, and it's truly amazing the fan base that we have. And when you can do things right, how many people support you and have your back.
So looking back, do you think you would have had this type of experience had you gone to Iowa to go play baseball at all? Or?
Not even close. I mean, it's a dream come true for me to be here.
Last question. Thank you, Jake.